All right? You're watching the Kodokuna Rider YouTube channel.
Good. And now just say thank you.
Fuck off.
No. Well, hello, and look at that blue sky. We haven't seen much of that for a while. It's just beautiful to see it again with all the rain we've been having, but it's very, very humid. It's about 35 degrees right now, and it's very, very hot and humid and terrible. So today we're back on the bike repairing. We're going to take off this rest because it all got ripped open here, but also it broke here. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is pull this backrest off and change it over to the original rest on the back. So this is very simple. First we flip this cushion forward like we're going to fill the bike up with gasoline. Remove this seat here, and then we can get to all our bolts. So let's get it all done. Take out our little plastic guard, release the strap, goes to our toolbox here underneath. I hope yours got one, and there we go, our seat's off. So very easy so far. So you see here, I've changed, this is the bolt here, we've got a stud down here, and we've got one here. Now we're going to have to change these lights over as well, which means we're going to have to go into our wiring here and change that as well. So here we have our wiring. So main thing to remember, green and black. Black is our earth. So that's now disconnected this light here. Your wiring colour might be a little bit different because people play with these bikes and change all the wiring around, so just take notice of yours. There's my wires. Now these are all going to go back on, but I don't have to take these lights off to remove this. I can leave it on. So now we want to remove our little light here at the back. I've changed mine because I've put this LED light here for a brake light and parker, and then I've got my two brake flashes. So I'll get a spanner and take this off, and then we'll be ready to remove this. Okay, so I've taken my back off, I've disconnected my lights. Now we only have to take these nut and bolt and the two on the either side, and it's off. 4. So easy. So this bolt running through here, you have to get your hand up underneath with a spanner to take off these bolt here. So sometimes you might get it without putting a spanner underneath, but I've found most of the times you have to put a spanner. So let's get this one undone and this one undone, then we've simply got the ones either side. Okay, so now we want to take off this bolt here and this bolt here and the one either side. Okay, there's one section, it's actually falling to bits. So more things happened to it in the crash than I realised. That's okay, we'll have a look and try and fix it up later, but we want to remove it, so it's okay. So now I'll get this stud out here, the hex bolt, and it'll all be out. And there we go, it's all off. How easy is that? Very simple. Now, this is a great time to show you. You'll see in these holes how they're too big because the metal underneath the rear guard all split and fractured and pulled away. Now this is a common fault with the Vmaxes, so you might be going along one day and your rear mudguard drops down on your tyre, or you'll see it flapping around. So what I did was go to the hardware store and I just bought a flat bit of metal and cut it off and drilled 2 holes at the end and bent it a little bit to the same shape so it fits up underneath. And I put my bolts through and bolted up, and I've had no trouble ever since. You can buy them, I've seen them online for about $40, much better than this simple thing that I made up out of a bit of metal out on the road. But I put this on about 2 years ago and it's still perfect, no problem. So you can do it yourself, just buy a little bit of flat metal and tap, 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 drill holes and bolt it up. Really easy. Okay, now what we've got to do is change these lights over from these brackets here. So let's change them all over. So you'll see now in this plastic here, there's a little hole there in the center. That's because on these brackets you'll see here a little hole. So it all lines up so it won't move around when you put it back on. You'll see when it goes in, that hole there goes over that like that and holds it all in place. Perfect. Okay, so here we go. Slide that back on there. Slide your bolts back in here. Line that up, okay. Oh, easy as easy. Down this side. Just get them started for now. Okay, slide these back in the back frame here. Now we can get our socket on this time. Last time we couldn't because of the way the backrest is made. Okay, that's all bolted on now. So now we want to get our guard back up and our frame and bolt that all up. Here and here, it's got 2 spots that the back of your guard here slides over here. Can you see? One side of mine is broken. I love you long time from my friend there. That slides over. It's a little bit of a juggling act. You've got to get this underneath, you've got to get your nut on the top, but you can do it. Just take your time, like most things on a motorbike. Just take your time. There we go, I got one bolt up, so let me get the other bolt. There we go, so let's do these 2 up here, then our rear guards on, our mounts on, our lights in, it's all coming together great. Actually, I'm just going to leave that hanging out there for now. So let's put all these back together. Bring our wires up. Remember, green was black. Blue here. Got this one here. Let's check their work. They both work okay. So for this little back reflector light, I need a couple of clips here. I don't have at the moment, so I'm just going to leave that out for the moment. Let's put that. So let's put our back seat on, our toolbox in, and we're all finished. And there we have it, it's all back together. Wow, doesn't that change the look of the bike? That's a huge difference. I've still got to get some clips to hold this in properly, so don't worry about that for now. Don't worry. I'll fix that in properly, don't worry. But that's a huge difference to the bike. I'm not sure what I like best with the... I'm not sure which I like best, with the big backrest on or just flat like that. I suppose it's just preference, what you like. I always liked mine with the rest on the back because I used to put my helmet over it. But it's certainly different. Well, thanks very much. I hope you enjoyed this little bit of work on the bike today. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. And always remember, drive like you know each other, and I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
The Kodokuna Raida YouTube channel.
Good. And now just say thank you.
Fuck off.
No. Thank you.
No. Thank you.
Good.